got to the parking deck, trying to find a parking spot. It's 6:30 and I'm gonna show you guys another 24-hour shift. Just walking in from the parking deck. Gonna go get some scrubs to change into, and then we'll go take a look at the board, and hopefully it's not too busy, but we'll see. So here we go. I'm gonna grab my scrubs from the scrub machine. Not all hospitals have this. Some places will just have a stack of scrubs and you just grab whatever size you are and put them on. I'm gonna put my lunch away and then let's go get some drugs. This is our bag of narcotics. It has propofol, fentanyl, Versed, all the controlled substances. And then I'm going to grab a basic drug tray, which has phenylephrine, ephedrine, stick of epi. First thing in the morning, I change into my scrubs, and then next we need to look at the board. My attending gave the Airway phone to the resident, so they'll be taking care of Airways, and then there are 2 anesthetists in-house. Let me just tell you what's going on today. So we have a leg wound repair, which I'll be doing, a parotid submandibular, a liver transplant that's going on that started overnight, 4:30 a.m. I'm gonna show you guys how I do my room setup now. This is the head of the bed. I set it up by putting a green towel at the bottom, 2 sheets, purple donut, and then I hook the Christmas tree or tube holder underneath. My sheet check. This is the Datex Omega. It's pretty much all automated. You follow the directions, press start, switch the bag to vent, and then the machine starts a timer countdown. While that's doing its thing, I'm going to do an airway setup. In my airway setup, I have a MAC blade, endotracheal tube, tape for the eyes, tape for the tube, temperature probe, soft right block, time depressor, and oral airway. We might not intubate for this case, so we're going to set out a iGel. Boom. This is a supraglottic airway device that sits right above the glottis. So instead of intubating the patient and controlling their breathing with the ventilator, we'll use this device to have them spontaneously breathing. There are a couple of different sizes. This is a size 4 for a 50 to 90 kilo patient. Here is a size 5 and a size 3 iGel. Something that you can use to help insert the iGel is lubricating jelly. So it doesn't get caught on the back of the patient's palate or the tongue. That's my airway setup for this case. All airway setups can be a little different depending on what you're doing. I'm going to fill up my vaporizer now. This one is sevoflurane. It's the anesthetic gas that we use to keep the patient asleep. As you can see, it's pretty empty now. You use this bottle here. It has a specific key lock that you twist on, and then you can use it to fill up the vaporizer. This is my drug setup. We're probably just going to use propofol, fentanyl, and lidocaine. If we decide to intubate, we have the rock ready to go. This is the surgical table. Don't touch it. It's sterile. This is my IV bag. We use plasma light more than normal saline, and this is a fluid warmer. Always make sure that your suction works. You're never going to know when you're going to need to use it. Now that my room is all set up, I'm going to pre-op to visit my patient and make sure that they have a running IV. So Sundays are a little slower. Cases don't start at 7:30 like the regular work week. So it's 7:30 right now, and I've already finished setting up my room. Scheduled to start at 8 o'clock. It's a 68-year-old guy with necrotizing fasciitis and cellulitis of his leg.
they're gonna go in and do a wound debridement. So depending on how extensive it is, we can probably just use an LMA to go to sleep with. But if it is a little more involved, then we should probably put in an endotracheal tube. Whenever the surgeon gets here, we'll ask and see what they need. I'm gonna go see if my colleague needs any help setting up or anything like that. He has a submandibular debridement for his case. Let's see. It is 8:30 right now. I just got my case started and I'm getting my morning break. So we ended up putting an eye gel in the guy. They're just doing a wound washout and a wound vac placement. So pretty quick, pretty easy, 30-minute case. You just need an eye gel for that. Oh, so sweet. Someone got bagels for us. After my break, I went back to the OR, and guess what? My case is done. My colleague finished it up, so now I'm gonna see what I have to do next. So I got new drugs. Boom. For the next case, it's a lap chole. We'll probably just do one IV, the general anesthetic.
This is our anesthesia supply room. It has pretty much everything you're going to need to use for a case. If the anesthesia tech is a little busy, you can come straight here and grab whatever you want. Here are all the different size endotracheal tubes you can have. We have sizes 8, 7.5, all the way down to a pediatric 4. We have nasal rays, trach tubes. It might be a little overwhelming at first, but once you get through the program, you'll basically know what everything is. The lap chole started, now it's just cruise control. Whenever you're doing a laparoscopic case, you insufflate the abdomen, and this is just some cool lighting that we have in the OR so that the surgeon can see the screen. Guess what? Both my next cases got canceled. My colleague just got me out. It's 11 o'clock now. Time for lunch.
Just waiting for my food to heat up. They're probably about done with the lap chole, and both my cases afterwards got canceled. So after this, we kind of just set everything up in the rooms and then hang out. So it's a pretty good day.
Just gonna answer a few questions from you guys. How do I handle a 24-hour shift? And the answer is you just get used to it. When you start working out, you'll start doing 8-hour shifts, 10-hour shifts, and then even 16-hour shifts. Your body will be accustomed to it over time. Going to see what I need to do next for my attending.
All the cases are done. Now I have been given the Airway phone. Got my Airway bag. Let's hope there are no airways. So it's 4:20 right now, and we finished all of our cases in the OR. I just helped transport the liver transplant. The resident was doing the case, but it's always good to have help when you're transporting an intubated patient with all these drips on him. It's nice to have an extra pair of hands. So we did that. This might be the second best 24-hour shift I've done so far. The best 24-hour shift is when I had nothing. So it's It's 6 o'clock right now. Nothing really is going on, so we just hang out, walk around, relax. It's 8 o'clock. I'm probably gonna brush my teeth now and just go to sleep. Time to go to sleep. Good morning. It's 6 o'clock and I pretty much slept throughout the whole night, so that's very good. I'm actually going to get my vaccine, COVID vaccine, right after work today, so I'm gonna show you guys that. As you can see, in comparison to my first video, the other 24-hour shift, this one is a lot different. I did 2 cases in the morning, one leg wound washout, and then the other one was a lap chole. Both finished before, I think, around 12 o'clock noon. And for the rest of the day, I kind of just hung out, made sure all the emergency rooms were set up, and waited around for an airway to be called overhead, or a code blue, or an emergency, and none of that happened. So, you know, it's always different every single day. You never know what you're gonna get. And that's one of the things that I really like about anesthesia. Every day is different. If you guys are interested in the profession, there's this Discord group that I partner with, and they have about 300 people in there. Lots of questions get answered by either other students, other applicants, existing CAAs, so be sure to check it out. I'll put the link in the description below. I'll try and make more videos for you guys. Follow me on Instagram. It's AnesthesiaSal. I'm a little more active on there than on YouTube because YouTube just takes a little more time to edit. I'm waiting in line for my COVID vaccine. It's a drive-through.
And what you're going to do after you get the vaccine, we're going to just talk about it. Just kind of relax your arm down for the knees. Thank you.
I got the vaccine. Now I have to stay out here and wait.
Hold on, park next to the gray station wagon on your right. Straight ahead, next to the gray station wagon on your right.
Okay. You have to wait for like 15 minutes to see if I get a reaction or not. Okay, so the 15 minutes is up. I didn't have an allergic reaction, so now I'm just gonna go home, and I don't go to work until Friday, so I have 4 days off. It's pretty nice. See you guys in the next video. Be sure to like and subscribe.